guys, welcome to iOn Uptown, your inside source for happenings at the Uptown Music Collective. In this episode, we are going to give you everything you need to know about the Collective's 5th annual 24-hour Blues-A-Thon. In this year's event, we will kick off on June 7th at 7 p.m. on Pine Street in Williamsport. Then at 9 p.m. we will move to the Collective for the remainder of the 24 hours until Saturday at 7 p.m.
First things first, what is the Blues-A-Thon? The Blues-A-Thon is a marathon blues jam fundraiser with 24 hours of continuous music based around a 12-bar blues progression. Participants set the number of hours they will play and then collect donations based on that number. The event is open to musicians of all ages, styles, and instruments who know how to play a basic 12-bar blues riff.
So wait, what exactly is a 12-bar blues? For that question, we defer to the UMC guitar teacher and frontman for the area blues band, the Dirty Nickels, Gigmaster Willie Ort.
So the 12-bar blues is just the basic blues progression. It's got 12 measures, obviously, and 3 chords. And it's what most people think of when you think of blues. Of course, there's other kinds of blues, but that's the most basic. Okay, so now I'm going to play for you an example of the 12-bar blues in the key of A.
Over the years, a key ingredient in the Blues Jam has become the guest artist sponsored by our friends at the Uptown Blues Association. For the past 4 years, the local Blues Society has brought in a special guest to open and close the event and to play alongside student performers throughout the event. This year's guest performer will be guitarist Taylor Scott. Previous guest performers have included celebrated blues musicians David Keys, Bob Margolin, and Task Crew. Check out this never-before-seen clip of Gabe Stillman interviewing Dave Keys during last year's Blues-A-Thon.
So, through jamming with the teachers and the students, what's your impression so far of the Uptown Music Collective?
Well, the collective is an amazing, it's a remarkable thing, really. I mean, it's great that you guys have gotten this to a level where you have a lot of, I'm amazed at the amount of gear you have, for one thing. You have a great internal setup, all this great stuff to make it happen. And what I was really impressed with is to be in a room with, 6 people, or 6 or 7 or 8, whatever it was last, about 6 guitar players like we were last night at about 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And just everybody being able to soak up the stuff that Dave, the director, is teaching you guys is great. I mean, and it's good for me because it made me think, it's unusual for me to be in a room with that many guitar players too. So I was getting some tips, and the things that Dave was explaining, it's not just about guitar, it's about music, it's about playing together in a band. What he was saying about how, interlocking parts, and, think of it as the concept of a band as opposed to just 6 guitar players or whatever playing together. Because if you can have 3-4 guitar players playing together, if you learn that at the age that you guys are at now, when you get in an ensemble with 7 or 8 players that are not all guitar players, you're going to have so much, you're going to know mentally what to do, and that's really important.
Do you think that this idea of a 24-hour blues jam could branch out into something larger, like maybe across other schools, or if it could, that there's more value in it than what meets the eye and what we're doing here at the collective?
I think it could be a national thing, really. I think you could take this one day or whatever and just do it nationally. And there's so many great blues societies around the world, in the country in particular. That if you could somehow coordinate this with other blues societies and say whatever the date was, this would be the 24-hour Blues-A-Thon. There's a guy in New York, this guy Johnny Childs, who's been trying to do a blues day, but I think this is even a more viable, and it's more important because it's educating people that are in their teens who will carry the music forward, you know. Because it was great being on stage, you know, yesterday and having, you know, 12-year-olds next to me playing solos and just digging it, because that's what's going to carry the music forward.
Through the course of events, participants explore different styles of blues, from Chicago blues to Delta blues, blues based on rock, the Texas blues of Stevie Ray Vaughan, and even the blues based on free jazz jam.
For more information on the Blues-A-Thon or to sign up to participate, be sure to visit the collective's website. Also, remember, if you can't make it next weekend,
Boo!
we will be streaming the event live on Ustream and accepting donations via PayPal through the collective's website. The links are below in the video's information section. Also, keep checking back in next weekend for live on-location Blues-A-Thon updates. Until then, this has been iOn Uptown, your inside source for everything Uptown Music Collective and Blues-A-Thon.